All right, and here we are again on another wonderful Wednesday. I'm thumping loud, joined as
All
always
right, and
by
here
the
we
host,
are again on another.
sewn
All
together,
right,
super
and
county
here
guru.
we are
We are the
again
Angry
on another
Dandelion. Welcome to your
wonderful
Wednesday show.
Wednesday.
Here we are.
Where is this
I'm
coming
thumping
from?
loud, joined as
All
always
right, and
by
here
the
we
host.
are
What did
again
you
on
lose?
another.
Sewn
All
together,
right,
super
and
county
here
guru.
we are
We are
Where's
the
again
that
Angry
on
coming from?
another
Dandelion. Welcome.
What
one.
the hell's happening? Did you hear that on the stream? It
How
just
can I
the
hear
sound.
anything on the stream? I don't have them played.
Oh, it was just doubling over and over and over and just kept repeating and repeating. I don't know.
Somebody said the other day during a show, it was either last Thursday's show or yesterday's show. We got into a small segment of audio looping.
Yeah, dude, that was, and it's coming through my headset, so I know that that's going through to the stream. I closed out the
Small
stream and
segment of audio looping.
okay, okay, there was a little bit there, but that's just because I finally got it back. I watched the damn streams.
Yeah, and I have mine muted. That show
Yeah, but
always
that
They're
muted.
usually muted also, but they popped up not muted this time for some fucking reason. And there we go. Because I have
And
to
then you just got
pull
an.
to get the chat up on the actual stream from YouTube. I have to pull a code or whatever from YouTube every time because their other method does not work.
Hmm.
But
Oh shit,
anyways,
that's everything. I'm gonna move everything.
all right. Well, now that my ears were thump, you went like full on Days of Confused. It was just like, all right, all right, all right. And now your NDI is fucking frozen on the stream. Jesus titty fucking Christ, man.
Welcome to another episode.
All right. Well, I'm good on VMix, so
And why is it
it
telling
is.
me to sign into chat? What's happening right now?
He gets a Nintendo Switch and his
My
just
computer
shit
blows
falls
up.
apart.
It's like, what are you doing with Nintendo product?
Playing Smash Bros. The adventure mode. It's kind of fun. And I can do that while I'm watching season 2 of Westworld, which I just finished today, so now I have to catch up on another HBO show. What the fuck was I about to do? There was something I was gonna do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was something I was gonna try and fix, and I can't remember what it was. Oh well, moving on.
There you go. Well,
I remember now.
Wow.
I
Let's
remember
see.
now. Thump, it
This
was
is
your
probably-
NDI.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah, I needed to fix that. No, well, that was Guru's. Oops. There we go. Thump, you should be mobile now. Yeah, there we go. It's exciting, people. It's exciting.
I got a great look on my face over there.
And the Facebook chat's not connected. What the hell's going on here?
I can pop out this chat, right? Don't I have control over that? Yes. Ta da da. Now it's working.
Whoa! Things are going crazy for me, man.
You'll get it sorted out. Technical issues. Welcome to another episode of The Angry Dandelion. Here we are, almost 50 shows in, and we still don't know what the hell we're doing.
Never said we knew what we were doing in the first place. I just copied and pasted a bunch of shit to freaking split. There it is again. I have to sign into chat. Fine. No, I'm not doing that. Whatever, man. This is going away. This is how this goes.
I'm not even messing with this anymore. Stop it.
Remove. And it's gone. Facebook, you're the only ones we can chat with. At least YouTube can see what you're saying, I guess, if it pops up on the stream ever. Anyways, Oh, something cool. Here we go, random. Something cool that happened to me today. The other day I went to the local gas station. This is the benefit of living in a tiny ass town. And I bought a pack of smokes and probably a can of Coke or something along those lines. And I thought I'd drop my pack of smokes or something because I couldn't find my smokes when I got home. Well, I went back in there today and they had a post-it note on it. Customer left cigarettes. And the dude was like, "You're the only one who buys these in this town. These have to be yours, right?" I was like, I was wondering. This was like Sunday that this happened. So they held on to my cigarettes for me for 3 motherfucking days, man.
Congratulations on getting your smokes back for...
Yeah, man. I was like, well, I guess I just need this motherfucking can of Coke then, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah. See you around, buddy.
Yeah. Later, buddy.
What a great guy.
What a great guy.
OMG.
He always calls me sir, though. He's like, "How you doing, student, sir?" I'm like, "Pretty good, dude. See you later, man." And he's always, "Yes, sir. Have a good one, sir."
He could just be one of those guys.
Yep. It's all good.
You're a man.
I like
you're a man, dude, bruh. He's a sir. Man, dude, bruh, guy.
It's all situational for me, though. It depends on who I'm talking to. SOT and Anthem 1.04. See, I'm just stalling so Guru can get his show notes in.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. Fucked up everything on the stream, and talked about cigarettes. It's bad for you kids. Don't do this.
So,
Don't do this.
I'm what you don't do.
so both games have been lacking in content so much that they've combined?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sia Anthem 1.04.
Yeah.
Niners.
Yeah. Yeah,
Man,
pretty much I've been
I guess
bouncing
it's-
between those two games.
I
And,
guess it's fun being in that tester program then, huh?
I mean, the tester
He's not at
program's
liberty
not
to
that
say.
bad. It's just I'm
He's
not
not
at
at
liberty.
to say.
I'm not at liberty to say what's going on that end. But I mean, for the actual game, we were going to
Well,
talk about that last show. But
Well, we're working on it. Ain't got a timeline on that.
yeah, well, it's the actual update's supposed to be coming out for the game changing part, which is going to be introducing 2 new game types, which is pretty much like a story mode and then the battle royale mode. Which that's not going against my little ordeal because they've already announced it. I just can't talk about anything that's inside of it. But
Chicken and
that's
fish.
supposed to be released on the 30th of this coming up month. And then I've been bouncing off and on between Sea of Thieves and Anthem. And Anthem pretty much on this last update pretty much took 2 steps forward and then like 1 step back. I put the show notes in the update that came, like all the changes that essentially came with that. So they added a lot of nice things that changed the gameplay of everything. Pretty much now interceptors are definitely the combo breakers. Like they just made it where literally you can hear if an interceptor is doing their job now because you will hear nothing but ding 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 non freaking stop.
As long as everything's priming like it's supposed to, which really becomes the job of Storms and
Colossuses.
Yeah.
As long as they're doing the fire ice mixture, I'm doing nothing but pure combos 24/7, and occasionally I'll throw an acid bomb in there to help out with the prime on top of decreasing whatever we're going up against resistance. So like nonstop, I'm just doing combos 24/7 now.
Right.
They did some pretty nice changes with all the classes. The Ranger, they gave a significant buff. That grenade damage increase that does like 5% originally, it now does 30. They increased a lot of the Ranger's abilities from like stupid low numbers like 5 to 10 to pretty much like 25 to 30, if not 40.
Killer.
The interceptor abilities, I thought they nerfed us a little bit because one of our health regeners, which was like you gain off a kill 25% armor back, all they basically did was switch two abilities around and increased it even more. Instead of getting 25%, now it's 40%, but it's on a different component. I run that component for almost every single one of my builds, so it doesn't really matter. The one that originally was 25 is now like you have on low health 50% extra resistance for 10 seconds, which that helps out. Anybody that's played an interceptor, that helps out no matter what.
Yep.
They also introduced some pretty cool universal mods for weapons, including the melee. So if you're a melee interceptor, which Sown, they gave us a really killer universal mod that basically gives us 30% more melee damage on top of if you get a kill for 10 seconds, you do 75% more melee damage.
There you go.
So your melee interceptors, I've been having fun with the melee build big time, especially with the whole aura combo mixture of it. It's just really, really nice. I've been knocking out a lot of damage here lately. But it seems like here lately, and the community even agrees, that they don't have people testing what they're about to be sending out. Because some of the things, you can tell that they are, because some of the stuff that's broken right now is definitely, it's in your face. Like some of the strike bosses, they're not dropping masterwork sometimes. And it's supposed to be a guarantee. We all know this. It's supposed to be a guarantee from hard mode up. It's supposed to be a guarantee masterwork on every single one of those guys.
Yeah,
sometimes
guarantee
it's not.
masterwork on final boss.
Yep. Sometimes it's not dropping. Whenever you open up the new caches, which that's only a limited time thing, you have 40 days from yesterday to get everything that's inside those boxes. If one person opens up the box, it opens it up for everybody, which is pretty sweet. Now they have some garbage that's inside those boxes, which is kind of lame, like like parts essentially.
Oh yeah.
And it will just have that. It won't have parts and a cosmetic thing. So you could sit here and do it on GM3 and be like, yeah, I'm going to pop this box open and get something sort of nice or whatever. And next thing you know, just get parts. And it's like, man, that's a real kick in the groin right there. Like, really? Why even pop this boat? Why even pop this open? Especially if the boss breaks and winds up not giving you your item. So there's also another bug within that ordeal where once you get your item, like somebody opens up the Elysian cache chest, when you go to the end screen and it shows you everything, like your score and what you got out of the Elysium cache, sometimes it will break and not show you what you got out of the Elysium cache, and you basically have to turn off the game, turn it back on, then go through every single one of your javelins to figure out what you got, because some of the cosmetics are javelin specific. Cool thing is you don't get the same item over and over. If you get the one item, you'll never get a double of it, which is nice.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a bonus.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about getting doubles. It's like once you got it, you never have to worry about seeing another one of that ever again. So you can knock out however many items are in there. There's a lot of decals, and everybody knows if you play the game that's listening, decals are basically just like patches that get thrown on your shoulders. They're not big graphical design changes to your javelin, essentially. Like, that's not going to be all over. It's going to be on the shoulders or on your forehead. Some of the
decals do have some of the higher end decals do have a full.
Aren't those usually graphics though? Because they have graphics and then they have decals.
Never paid attention.
Because the one that I'm running right now, the one with the skull on it and everything, that's a graphic. That's a graphical design one. It doesn't even say decal. It just says graphic.
It's all under
And then
vinyls, though, right?
Yeah, it's every single one of them's underneath vinyls. There's just two separate, different vinyls. Essentially, it's rather It's rather here's some patches that will go here and there on you, which, in my opinion, looks better on the Storm because you can get it on your cape, or you can get the graphics, which completely covers your whole entire javelin, which looks better. You know, it's not.
I don't like the fact that you can't alter them.
That I don't like at all. They did.
Because if I don't want to run a blue and white javelin, then I'm also missing out on some of the details in my suit and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to put those big graphics on the suits, like some of those just eat up like any detail you can really put into your suit.
Yeah, and then you're also limited of what kind of color design you want to go with when you put that on. Like the one that you got for being a VIP, that's all blue. Like basically, you have to do a blue kind of color pattern.
Well, and then there's the pre-order one it's all black and gold.
Yeah, like you're only limited so much.
I get weird with it, man.
You're like, I'm a rainbow, baby.
I have seen the cotton candy Colossus hit the field. It has been a thing.
I've made a cotton candy, basically Pink Ranger Interceptor.
I'd like change my colors like every time I come out of a mission, pretty much.
He does. You're like, all right, we're ready, and he's like, hold on, man, I ain't got this color picked yet.
I mean, a lot of the changes that they've done, it seems it changes up gameplay definitely, but with the whole loot system for the end of the bosses,
it's still horrible.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they take 2 steps forward and they take 1 step back.
That's what makes
it great.
It's an RGB game. You can just change your colors.
Every single time so far they've been coming out, and that's what the community is getting really ticked off with and fed up with at this point, is that every single time they've come out with an update to help fix things, they always have to come out with an update to fix the thing they just broke again with said update, which really is making everybody believe that they do not have people testing these updates before they even release them. Because some of those things, like I said, if you do a dungeon, you're going to notice that in your test phase. You're going to notice these things.
They probably are, man, because people are throwing fits because they want the game the way they want it right now. So they're like, okay, what can we throw out there to shut them up? And then it breaks something else, and then it's like, okay, what can we give them? It sounds like a vicious cycle to me, and I think it's everybody's fault. People for being impatient, the developers for feeding that beast.
I just want them to come out with something that's not breaking. Like, take your time. If you got to take your time and fix the game, like, to fix the game.
Yep, they can't.
They release the game, they'll lose their player base.
Yep.
They're going to lose their player base by continue doing what they're doing. Like, it's a lose-lose situation at this point.
That's the vicious cycle of what he's talking about. It's people's fault for wanting different than what it was, and then it's their fault for listening.
Yeah.
They should have just put out what they were going to put out and got it right and went and fixing it and got their content out like they wanted to. I mean, like, what do you mean? That's our game.
Mm-hmm. This is what you got. Like, if you want something crazy, there's other games, essentially. Go for those. I know, did you read that story about EA letting off like 360 people yesterday?
No, is it in the show notes over here? Can I read it now?
No, I'm looking it up right now. I hate you.
I knew exactly what that was when it was said. That's why it's funny to me.
He's like, I already knew what the answer was.
Swinging for the fences.
God, yes.
All right. Well,
Yep. All right.
EA lays off 350 peoples.
Yep.
Thank you, TechCrunch.
I was already copying and pasting.
Yeah, well, at this point, it's just faster for me to go to Google and click an article and then drag it over to the window for the stream. I realized that after you got that far, though, because I guess I'm kind of a dick. Not like I didn't mean to be a dick. Kind of like a nice dick. An idiot dick.
a little bit of a curve down instead.
Yeah. Let's see.
Down and to the right.
Apex Legends, blah, blah, blah. Laid off 350 people in marketing, publishing, and other departments. Yeah, it's because they can put out a free-to-play game and it advertises itself. They can pay streamers. And they can pay streamers. What do they need marketing, publishing, and that crap for? It sounds like they didn't. Did they lay off devs?
Doesn't look like it.
Nah, they didn't.
Yeah.
It's all publishing and marketing.
Yeah, they don't need them.
Yep.
Twitch does that. YouTube does that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, a lot of their games just sell themselves.
Twitch and Mixer doing the damn thing for them.
Mm-hmm. A lot of game developers
Twitch, Mixer,
need to...
YouTube. They already said right off the bitbat. You already heard when they were like, "Oh, Ninja made $1 million to go play Apex."
Yeah. Like a lot of these guys are getting paid to go play these games and advertise them.
Hey, if I'm paying $1 million to just go, "Hey Ninja, play my video game," I don't need 350 people sitting in there trying to come up with ways to do shit. If all I got to do is go, "Hey streamer, I'll give you some money. You play my game. You're pretty popular. What do you think?" And if he says no,
catch 1 million people. This guy will catch 500,000. Sounds like I just hit 1.5 million people for $1.5 million type of situation.
You know, so
dollar per person. That's not.
In them scenarios, he's right to dump a large portion of the marketing department.
I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I'm just saying, did you hear about how
you need negotiators? That's about it. It's like you need people to negotiate contracts with these streamers.
Yeah, agents.
Yeah,
talent agents. Ramping down operations in Japan and Russia. I'm looking for other articles at this point. If you can't tell, I'm not looking at The Verge though. Fuck The Verge.
Aw.
Yeah, I know you got a bunch of fucking notes in there from The Verge. Oh Jesus!
Actually, no. I've only got just the two.
Apparently, that's a bunch to him.
Yeah,
Verge,
two is too many.
The Verge are the people who
I
got copyright strikes against Kyle, man.
I got 3, but that's okay.
Because they made fun of their how to build a PC video. I was just hoping that we'd get some feedback from someone, but it doesn't look like anyone's got any feedback from anyone. We can read comments. Skater XL. Whatever. Who cares? Skate games are so early 2000s. We're fucking old.
Okay.
Yeah, these comments suck. You guys, boring gaming trends. No wonder why he's in those comments. Fucking talking about skateboarding video games, they were all blasting anyways, but still, whatever. Man, so he's laying off their marketing team. That's cool.
I mean, a lot of other companies I feel like are probably going to start doing the same thing because, I mean, like Thump just said a few minutes ago, what do you need them for when you have Mixer and Twitch?
Well, I mean, Mixer, Twitch, YouTube. If you're content creators, if you're distributing your content to content creators, you just need somebody working out the deals. How much is it going to cost to get this on the table? And that's it. If it's a game that the streamer wants to play and he can make some money on it, then fine, he'll do it. If it's something that he wouldn't really even remotely play, sometimes those deals don't go through.
Yeah,
I mean,
because at that point they're forcing themselves to play it.
There's a
If they're
Twitch
getting
streamer.
offered $1 million to play the damn game, I think they probably have multiple offers on the table and they can afford to be selective.
True.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, at
there's
this
a
point-
Twitch streamer.
These big motherfuckers probably already own their houses outright, so it's probably not like they're making payments on shit.
No, they're just adding to the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Little Timmy, you wanted that pool, right? We enlarging it now.
Now we bought our own lake.
That's getting built in next week.
And we put sharks in it, so it's actually an ocean.
We're gonna build a moat around the house afterwards.
I bought an island.
And then we're gonna put lasers on the sharks' heads.
Oh dear Lord!
Not sharks with freaking. You know how hard it is to get sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads? Talk to my buddy Dr. Evil.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a couple still left.
Yeah, right. Sharks with lasers on their head. Like, what the hell?
It could
That
be
shit was
in your
always
ocean
funny.
moat. But I mean, yeah, I
That-
guess what really is the point of a shark with a let's dive into this a little bit, guys. What's the point in putting a laser beam on a shark's head if it's just going to eat you anyways?
Long
What's the-
distance.
Yeah, but it's a fucking shark and you're trapped in water. Are you out swimming it? No. If there's multiple sharks,
But what if it has
you're
a
dead. So why do you need the laser beam?
Well, it can get the ships that are above land. You know,
That's right.
can't eat through the ship. It's got the laser beam to
Well,
drill a
how
hole
big
now.
of a
through
laser
the-
beam do you think it's on this shark's motherfucking head, man? And I didn't realize that you had tactical sharks. It's fucking SEAL Team 6 of the shark world over here.
Look, if
Exactly.
I'm spending that much
They all
money,
got names.
if I'm spending that much money to put a laser on a shark's head, you better be damn sure I'm training them bitches to be SEAL Team 6.
That's right. These are the way it will go.
As in they're eating seals.
Damn right.
Teams of 6.
That's why they got the lasers, so they can cut through the ships.
Maybe
And
it's
get
just,
their
maybe
six.
it's just for targeting purposes. Swimming in the water and you got that laser beam that pops up, dude. Don't move.
Yeah, he's already seen you.
Yeah, act like it's a T-Rex.
They're
Yeah,
They're
gotcha.
motherfucking shark snipers.
If you don't move, they can't see you.
That's right.
It's like they're not a... Act like they're a T-Rex. Jesus.
That's what you got to do, man.
Whatever.
But yeah, I've been pretty much bouncing between those two games, trying to help out,
Speaking of sharks,
Yeah. trying to help Brad out on there. Knocked out that event. That was pretty much it. Same old, same old.
Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all are gear hustling all the time.
Hmm?
Sea of Thieves.
Oh yeah,
If there's an event, you're going and checking out the event. You're going to
Yeah.
go get the gear.
that's if I want it.
That way, one day he'll just flamingo out and just change gear every time we hit an island.
Yeah, I'll pull a sewn.
So, there's a
So,
new competitive game mode that comes April 10th.
oh, SOT.
A new trading company that comes April 16th.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that Facebook is behind.
And
The harpoons are pretty sweet.
Tall Tales are a collection of story-rich quests that are played out in our shared world and can be fully experienced by yourself or with your crew. The first collection, Shores of Gold, invites you to embark on an epic adventure of love, honor, and betrayal in search of the mythical Shores of Gold. Those come April 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So it sounds like they're adding some nice content.
I like that
Mhm.
sword.
The one with the skull on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that everybody got that. It's a anniversary. Everybody got it. Legends got the blunderbuss and that new colored sail hull and hood ornament,
Oh yeah.
which is basically the same thing as the other one that we already had, except just purple, gold, and very shiny in the night. Very, very, like that sail can be seen very far away.
For miles and miles and miles and miles.
Even at night, it's pretty bad.
Figurehead is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, hood ornament.
Hood ornament.
Right.
It's a hood ornament, man. It's on the hood.
Right. Let me just pop the hood and check the oil on my fucking sailboat real quick.
Mm-hmm. Damn right.
You got a question over there in Facebook.
What you think about Apex Legends? It's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm just over, kind of over BRs myself, I guess. But it's good for a battle royale. It's fun. My brother, member of the Angry Dandelion, been on the show a few times, plays the shit out of it. Another member, Angry Dandelion, old Nick Burns, plays it a bunch, and they seem to really enjoy it. And if it was what I felt like playing, I'd probably be enjoying it too. That's what I can say.
Yep. Instead, we're all over the place.
Man, I literally am all over the place between. I don't know. I play a lot of everything, I guess. But Smash Bros. It's fun.
So that's been kind of your main game, at least lately.
Well, I got a phone call from the school on Monday, and they were kind of unjustly implementing a punishment. They were unsure of what the punishment was supposed to be on my son, so I just brought him home from school, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck those guys. We're going to have a good day. So I went out and I bought a Switch.
And started playing Smash Bros.
Yeah, bought a Switch. I bought a spare set of Joy-Cons and a charge pad holder, like gamepad holder thing for it, and a carrying case, Super Mario Party, and Smash Bros. And Zelda.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And memory card. I made sure I got it. I did what I always do. I built a shopping cart online, and then I went to the store and was like, this is what I want. Dude at GameStop was like, you've already thought of everything I'm supposed to sell you on. I was like, I know. It was like, you should be lucky this isn't a micro center because I'd be haggling you right now. Asking
Right. That's right. We would be having a lot more conversation, my friend.
I'd be like, well, this is what Amazon's selling it for. Price match that? Okay, next component. This is what Best Buy's selling it for. That's what I do. I just pull shit up on my phone and show them, and then they have to Google it themselves and pull it up. But saves me money, pisses them off, and I get what I want at a lower price. Right then, right there, instead of having to wait 2 days because I'm impatient.
Chuckling and laughing the whole time.
On the inside.
Until he gets out into the car, and then he's like laughing as he drives home.
And there's definitely a smile on my face usually when I leave Micro Center. So those computer parts. I can't go there without actually buying something. So I mean, it's like an hour and a half drive to get there. But it's worth it, man. It's worth it. I should just go in there one day and just build computers out of all their components that they have laying around. Like, ooh, this case would be fun to build in. And just go and open up tool sets and start building all kinds of computers with all the shit. Get arrested.
At least you know the path that's going to follow there.
Oh, yeah. CSGO. It's okay.
What up, Mr. Boone?
I played it a little bit. I usually get cussed out, and so I don't play it too often. Just never something I really got into. Counter Strike was out more of I guess I would say Terrence in my party days, where I was more focused on drinking beer than playing video games. But I know a lot of people that really enjoy it, and I've played it with them, and they're good.
What, CS:GO? The last
Yeah.
time I played anything CS was Counter Strike.
But
Or, I mean, Source.
well, Coy, a member of Angry Dandelion, is really good.
Oh yeah.
But he's pretty much anything you put a gun in his hands, he's good. So
Yeah.
He's like our version of Shroud. He's the angry dandelion Shroud.
he's the chosen one.
Yeah.
Just kills everything.
Put a gun in his hand, he's out. He's gone. He's doing it. Things are dying.
But you know, then there's the get pissed off and gotta quit things that happen too, and that happens to me all the time. It's like, yep, I'm getting pissed off, I quit. That's I was playing Sekiro, and that game's hard as shit. And he's playing it too, and
It's
we were both
Ninja Dark Souls.
yeah,
I was about to say, all it is Ninja Dark Souls, and I really want to get that game, eh?
and but yeah, we were both sitting there in chat, you know, in Discord, and usually it's like, fuck, god damn it, really? And then, you know, a couple minutes later, he's saying something along those lines. And it's just, that's pretty much what our conversations were. It's talking about how we were just getting our asses kicked by the game. He's much better at those games than I am, so he was further along. I got to, like, the first boss, and I died a lot. So I started playing Civ again. And then
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not a
before I
matter
got
of
back to it, I
patience.
bought a Nintendo Switch.
I was gonna say, with you, it's definitely not a matter of patience with that game, though, because you play Civ online. You has the patience. He is the guy usually there at the end of the game going, all right, how's this gonna go? Who's quitting next?
Yeah, well, you know, an online match of Civ can take 3 to 8 hours. It just depends on how long it takes for everyone to quit. Because that's what happens in online Civ. People get like 2 hours into a match and like, all right, fuck, I'm tired of waiting for these turns, and they quit. Me, I'm just over here like, I'm smoking another cigarette, look at some computer components, play on the phone.
Oh, it's my turn.
Go cook dinner, whatever. Don't bother me, man. I just keep playing.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
did.
usually winning. I start out really good, but
He started on one the other day that was hilarious. I'm sitting here and I'm like, so how's this going? He said, well, people are already using max on turn, so
yeah, people running turn timers, man. That shit sucks. When you're in the first 30 turns and people are running a 2-minute turn timer, you got 6 people, so you can run 2 minutes, but still 2 times 30, that's an hour for the first 30
Yeah.
turns. And there's 250 turns in a goddamn game if you make it all the way there.
yeah.
So do the motherfucking math. 8 hours, 8+ hours.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
No, it doesn't sound like it. I'd be like, man.
Before
Stepping
then,
away.
someone is usually super teched out, though, and is nuking people, and everybody's like, all right, you win. Or they'll get so far ahead in score, or they'll get so far ahead in science that everyone knows they're not catching them, and we're all going to get nuked, so everyone's like, yep, you win, bud. Let's move on.
That's the philosophy I've been trying to run right now in the game that I've been playing. I'm just getting so far scienced out that I'm about to just, I got enough gold coming in. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna kind of drop an army in and start clearing some shit here in a little bit.
I've got a lot of hours in the Civ, and I still, of course, there's people who use fucking spreadsheets and stuff like that, and I just try and figure out as I go. But there's motherfuckers who by turn 30 will be pushing 100 science, man. It gets ridiculous.
That
Yep.
is ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh, you can turn it out, man. You can turn it out. Science
But,
is
but they know exactly where to build, how to build, what wonders to get, so on and so forth. They've got their system, and I usually pick random civs and just like, yeah, whatever. I'll just see what happens. That's my approach to it. Is like, I'm just gonna play.
Yep.
And it's not 9 o'clock yet, dog. You got 20 minutes. Get the fuck away from me. He's just over here leaning on me.
Oh well, that's because he likes you.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, bud.
He only
There you
does this during, like, if I have people over, or I guess if I'm on the show, he's up my ass.
Yeah, he's like, you're my buddy.
He's like, hey, man, stop paying attention to all these motherfuckers. Pay attention to
Wait.
me.
He's like, you're talking a lot. You sound a little upset. Maybe you just need a dog to rub.
Yeah. You're my therapy dog.
That's right.
Every time I get mad, I can kick you. No. That's
No, that is not the way that goes down.
Oh, that's not how therapy dogs work?
Oh, they took out the loading screens, though, going into your forge.
You should get therapy people.
Oh, Anthem.
Mm-hmm. They took those that loading screen completely away. About mother flipping time.
Yeah.
Now you can go into the forge at anywhere on the map that you want.
Yeah.
Like whenever you're at the tower. So if you just spawn in, you know, it throws you all the way down there by the freelancer area.
Uh-huh.
Now you can just hit the menu button and just go over one.
Right
Boom,
into the forge. Ba-boom.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy.
Pretty
What's
nice.
Real noise.
Like I said, they've made tweaks. You can't buy the keys. Like a lot of people were thinking that you're going to be able to. You can't buy the keys.
I heard a really, really big speculation comment that really intrigued me. Based on the way games like it and this game particularly are trending, that there is a possibility that when they go to do the next release version of the game, that they may remove PvP.
Oh, yeah.
This game being Destiny 3 may not have PvP.
I could see that. I mean, are they planning on sticking with Gambit, though? Because technically that's PvP.
No, this new thing that
PPE.
Yeah.
this new thing that they've got, the layered combat, kind of survival mode type thing. It seems to be that it could be what's going to fill that spot.
Okay. So pretty much like it's just an onslaught mode.
Kind of, sort of.
Oh, fire. What was that called in Halo? Fire team? Fire? The fuck was
I
that
can't
called?
remember.
You're talking about ODST whenever they did that?
Yeah, is it going to be? Is it like that mode? What the fuck was that called, man? Fire.
I don't
something, wasn't it?
remember,
Fire
but I
strikes
do.
something.
I think.
All I can think of now when you say fire anything is Firestorm from Battlefield 5. Like,
Yeah.
and I've not heard good things about that at all.
What?
Every-
The Firestorm thing?
Every streamer that I've tuned to that was playing it or had just got done playing it, somebody come in and ask them, so thoughts?
Firefight. Jesus.
Everybody's like, it's bad. Their loot system is bad. It's like they never played a BR, watched a BR, consulted any BR building of any kind, and then made this version for their game. They said the loot system is horrible. The way it loots, They said the menu system is horrible. The way you can tab the menus. They said it's just not built right at all. They said, but
Have
it's
you
cool.
noticed?
It's Battlefield, so they like the realism look of that. They're like, the game looks fucking Battlefield. The guns shoot fucking Battlefield. He was like, it's just the sad part is they just don't have the BR system for it. Like, it's just not formatted really well for being a BR.
Have you noticed that both of the big heavy hitter first person shooter games just don't have that feel anymore? Like you were just saying, like they've tried to experiment with new things and they've just failed at it.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Like nobody plays Call of Duty's Battle Royale mode because it was poo poo.
Blackout.
Nobody plays
Unbound plays it,
Battlefields.
Yeah, he does. Unbound plays the crap out of it.
Oh, so he doesn't go AFK anymore?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, we're not saying that.
I only talked to him once since we
I
stopped
was
playing
gonna
Red
say,
Dead.
He's actually playing it right now.
Is he?
He's probably AFK somewhere in there. That's probably how he lives, man. He probably finds a spot, grabs some gear, goes AFK. That's how he lives.
Hey man, whatever works.
I was watching a stream today in Apex Legends. A team of guys straight up busted this cheater.
Well, how is he cheating?
He was aimbotting.
Are you serious? Come
And-
on.
Nah, they saw the problem, and they were like, something's not right. And they both
On
ended up
Friday.
dead to him, but they were like, let's spectate him for a minute and let's see what's going on. So they start following him around, and he's snapping two and snapping two and snapping two and snapping two because he's map looking too.
So
And-
he's able to find out all like
He was doing all the bad, and so but he was
Oh.
bad at it. While they're watching him, one of the other guys on their team who was also dead, that are all spectating him, is looking through his stats. 7 games, had played 7 games, but had 250 headshots.
what?
Turned around, by the time they were done watching him, he had put 38 more headshots on that list. Ended up with 38 more headshots just in the time they were watching him. He was at like 286 when he finally got killed.
How can? Why? Why? Whatever happened to the good old days of just get good, son? If you're not good at the game, don't play it.
He was so bad that when he went around to hide behind a rock to heal, you could tell he didn't even
existed, man. There was never those days where it was just get good. There's just those people who are just get good.
never knew how to heal. He went around the corner of the rock. You could tell he just didn't know how to heal.
Mm.
They were just watching him, and it was like, what is going on? Everybody, of course, reported him and all that shit. But yeah, it was a trip, man. Just sitting there after, they were like, something's not right. Let's watch this. And they were like, oh, yep, there goes. Look. And they started pointing out everything that was detailing how he was.
How he was doing it.
Yeah,
And
how
what
he
exactly he was
fucked it
doing it. Yeah.
You know, so they kept watching that. Shit was funny as hell, man.
Dude, that just makes me think of the console, the first game that got really bad with the whole hacking system or cheating system was Call of Duty. You remember whenever somebody was able to JTAG their Xbox and made servers where you could basically go in there and add aimbot to your profile and stuff like that and be able to go into take that essentially to other games. So you were able to wall hack, aimbot, and everything. Just like, what the heck, man? Why? Like, why even play the game?
Oh, he was at a place where he had no line of sight on a person, but you saw his cursor snap, and you're like, let's see if he does it. And he shoots himself up on top and goes directly through underneath this tube and drops right over this wall straight on this person's head. And it's
What
like, It's like, what? Okay, yeah, you are definitely cheating, my friend. You are definitely.
Yeah, that's not possible. Yeah.
Like, there's no way they were like, look at him snap, and you'd see it snap, and when you'd run along, you could see it keep wanting to
snap on to other targets, essentially.
Yeah. It was like, oh man, this guy.
That is.
Oh, it was hilarious, man. But that was in Apex Legends, and I'm sure that this wasn't this guy's first time. Like I said, 7 games, 250 headshots. I'm sure this is a guy that probably needs an IP ban.
I mean, I remember back in the day playing Counter-Strike Source and people using hacks on there. And some people, like, at least the people that were good, the only kind of hacks that they did weren't even really hacks. They were just they went in and changed the way their gun looked. It didn't add any kind of aimbot system or anything else like that. But whenever they started cracking down on the people that were aimbotting, they cracked down also on the people that were changing their weapons at the same time. So anybody that was going into the coding and changing it essentially were getting hardcore banned. My buddy Hans Gruber, you remember him, I think.
Oh, yes.
He lost his whole entire Steam account because of using skins for Counter-Strike Source.
Yeah, and now it's built into CS:GO, where you can gamble with them.
It's like, what the heck, man? Really?
Oh yeah, I've still got people mad at me because of that. Bought a bunch of fucking chests and keys and opened up one and got an $88 gun out of one. And was like, oh, selling it. Like, there we go. Now all those boxes and keys were worth it.
A lot of those guys bounce between freaking Rainbow Six, Siege, and Go, pretty much. They just bounce between the two.
Rainbow's good, man. If you watch some of those really competitive teams over there, Siege is nice, man.
They're crazy. Some of those guys they pull some crazy tricks out there, ASS, man.
Oh, it's real interesting. I'll say that. I don't know. I've been brain dead gaming, man. That's why I've been playing like Civ and Lineage, because Civ only requires like a small amount of thought, really, when it comes down to it. Because if I'm not in an online game and I'm just playing, no turn timer. I can make decisions based on everything as it's happening and take my time getting through anything. If I don't feel like dealing with it, I can fucking read all my shit and I don't have to be paying attention to the game at all and just kind of run through it. And it doesn't bother me if I take 4 days to play a game because, well, what the fuck? It's just me. I ain't worried about it. So
yeah, right.
And then Lineage, I can just put that thing on autopilot and go over and start reading shit, so I don't worry about that game either. People have been complaining about the Horizon update, the way they changed things. I personally like it. I would like to see them kind of pull back a little bit on how the final 2 cars, like how the big 2 cars are given out each week. Maybe 80%, 75% instead of a max 100% of all of the things that need to be done, because one of them means you need to play ranked, online ranked, and that means you need to qualify, which that's not a casual type of completion, and those people aren't trying to they're not doing all of that other shit. They're just playing competitive online. Like they're doing their ranked online shit all the time. They're not playing all that other goofy stuff, And so they should probably taper back a little bit on it for kind of how they pointed it all the way out. But I like the system.
Okay.
Are you disappointed the fact that you bought your Switch and then 2 days later they are like, "Yo, we're putting out 2 more Switches"?
Oh no, I read the article about him. That was when I went out and bought the Switch. I was actually telling the guy at GameStop about it. He's like, I hadn't heard that yet. I was like, yeah, I just read the article before I came in here. I don't give a shit, man. Did I really need an upgraded Switch? No, not really. Not putting it on a 4K TV or anything like that. I didn't buy a Switch to play AAA titles. I got a $7,000 PC to play AAA titles on, or an Xbox One X.
Right?
So I bought the Switch for Nintendo games, and you know what Nintendo games don't need? A ton of fucking horsepower.
Nah.
No, they don't. They really don't.
So, and the portability's nice, also, because
Mhm.
when I was watching Westworld, I'm just sitting there, you know, if I feel like taking a break from the show for a second, I'll pause the show, play a couple rounds of Smash, and then go back to watching the damn show. I've invented my own commercial breaks.
Nice.
It's a Smash break.
Yep. That's my girl. Everywhere we go, anytime we're out of the house, like that's with her. She's like, oh, "What's Q doing?" I was like, "I don't know. If you see her standing somewhere, she's probably playing on her Switch."
But yeah, I wasn't going to buy a pared down version either, so I would have ended up with the most cost effective version, which would have been that gave me the right features, which would have been this.
Yep.
That's how I made my decision. Yeah, because I read they're releasing 2 new versions. Everybody's releasing new versions of everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
the console space is becoming more and more like the PC market space. There's just new hardware like every year.
Right.
Mhm.
So get the best you can get at the time you want to get it or can get it for the amount of money you have.
Yeah.
Call
Yeah.
it-
That you're
call it
willing
a
to
day.
spend on it.
Yep. Call it a day.
And if you think you want to wait until something a little bit bigger comes out and you spend a little bit more money, then wait.
Yep. It's all about your patience. Or if you can no longer wait to upgrade your system because it's that far outdated, then you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to pull that trigger.
Yep. Be like, "Damn it,
Oh.
man."
It's like I keep looking at PC parts, man. Just like I want to build a little AMD rig and see. I want to build a micro or a mini ITX build. So I want to build a super small PC, but I want to build it like all AMD. Well, I know Ryzen 3 is coming eventually, so I keep looking at these Ryzen, the Ryzen 2000 series parts. I'm like, nope, can't do it. Even though it's like $169 for a 6-core, 12-thread processor. It's like, no, I should wait because there will be like $189, like 8-core, 16-thread processor coming out soon, probably.
Yep.
So, but then, in another year after that, there'll be an even better one. So, but at this point, you're just a couple months away. And do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. So I can wait.
Yeah, and this has been his plan. He wanted to build this tiny little thing before.
Yeah, I've also been looking at 2080 Ti's and keep talking myself out of those. I don't know how many I've had in a shopping cart.
Yeah, I had one a couple weeks ago.
Water blocks and vertical GPU mounting kits and everything all in the shopping cart. I was like, this is $2,000. Remove from cart.
Remove.
It's hard to do it because once you do it, I know you can add it right back, but it's like, I guess I'm not getting it.
Yeah, it's at acceptance going, I'm not going to do it. Screw it.
This is the story of my life, man. Just setting myself up for disappointment. It's like walking around the store, being like, I'll take this 65-inch TV. Everything that you got on your shelves is really nice. Walking up to the door and just having to leave the cart. Like, yeah, it's coming on with me. No.
Just push it away as you're still walking out the door.
And right as you're coming up to the register, just go, meh.
Yeah,
Not
right.
today.
walk past.
I've done that at stores though, man. I put shit in my cart and then I decided like halfway through the store, I'm like, nah, I'm not buying this today. So I just throw it on. I'm that guy that just puts shit on random shelves. I'm that asshole. You know what? It's job security for people. They worked hard to organize those shelves. They'll work hard to do it again.
God damn.
Later that evening.
What else are they gonna do if they don't have shelves to organize? Nothing.
Relax.
You're at work.
He's like, you're at work.
True.
You're not supposed to have chill at work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I say it all the time. It doesn't have to be a hard job, but it does have to be hard work.
Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're working hard doesn't mean the job's hard. If it's done
Yeah,
right.
it does.
If it's done right. Quit being a little bitch.
When he,
I can say that to you.
want to use this next hour, maybe go over some game nominees.
Nominees for the BAFTA Game Awards.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
European.
Let me grab a drink and let this fucking dog out before I blow my brains out. You guys can carry
Yeah.
on.
You want to take it? We want to take a 10?
10.
I can make a drink.
I mean,
5? I mean, a 5.
I was like, no, we know you're taking 10.
I was going to say, we'll be back
I gotta
at
make
5.
a drink.
I'm going to get a drink myself. Let's get this done.
All right.
Thump, you got the audio coming, right? I'm just going to keep the headset on and move. I'll be back.
I'm just getting my note ready on that. Or getting the page. There we go. Scroll back up. Why are you acting tall?
I don't know. Seemingly, I can't get it.
Yeah, for some reason my page isn't want to work right now. There it goes. Okay, now it's running smoother. Okay. Wait, you can get the music on?
No, according to this, it is, but it isn't at the same time.
Joe, at some point in time this weekend, we need to get together and do a Mount Your Friends. All right,
There, what is?
the song.
Hero.
Ooga booga.
All right.
All right.
Got me some delicious iced tea in a plastic cup because that means no dishes.
Yeah.
Sorry, environment.
I'm looking out. Don't worry, environment. I got you.
Yeah, see, balance.
Yeah. Mine is water in pint glass. Glass. And then there's this guy.
Drinking out of the pea cup.
Out of the
Doesn't
pea
even know
cup.
what we're saying because he doesn't have his headset in.
Oh no, he can obviously hear us because he flipped us off as soon as he sat down.
Probably just knows we're talking shit. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I heard you talking shit.
No, we weren't talking shit, dude.
Dude, I can hear you through the
No,
headset.
you heard wrong. It's probably some distortion or something that happens, because it's not in your ears.
Yeah.
Making it sound like things that it's not really. We were talking about how you're a great guy.
Mm.
You were probably enjoying a delicious drink that you deserve because you're such a great guy. But I mean,
That's right.
Mm.
if you want to think that we're talking shit, man, you go right
Out of that
ahead. You'll know that we
top-notch
take the high road.
glassware. Out of that top-notch glassware.
Yeah. We're gonna take the high road on this time. Let him know what he wants.
Fucking
Yep.
asshole.
So, the BAFTA Game Awards, Hank.
The BAFTA Game Awards. Yeah.
Neutrogena, anyone?
I was
Full-size
talking
wipe,
about
now
them.
in pocket size.
We kind of brought them up a little bit a couple weeks ago. Talking about the fact that God of War and
Red
Dead are eating them up. There's awards to be given. It seems that
Damn, Red Dead got 6 nominations.
it seems to be that they're getting them all. Leading the pack.
Alright, well, let's... Oh, damn you, Variety. You could have put some kind of graphic there by the list. I get that you're just trying to throw me a list, but fuck, you could have got a bunch more ads if you would have put pictures in.
Right?
Someone needs fired at Variety. Let's see who we can give credit to this crap for.
Somebody on there editing.
Stephanie Fogel. Thanks for the article, but tisk tisk, just one picture. And only Neutrogena ads with it. Nissan.
It's funny, mine's
Mine's advertising vampire teeth.
Nice. I got Neutrogena.
Like-
Neutrogena,
mine's
man.
Verizon. Mine's Verizon
I just need instantly quenched supple skin.
and DirecTV.
That's why that they're showing me this ad, because I need that. I'm all about, having soft skin.
Oh, it's not Vampire Teeth. It's that show on FX.
Oh God, that thing's being advertised everywhere on
I
YouTube.
need new ads, man. Come on, ad choice. I'm reporting this ad. Not interested in this ad. You better get your
It's been
shit
posted
together.
on YouTube.
Refreshing
YouTube and
the
what?
page. I want a new ad.
Yeah, it is like the in-betweener on YouTube. Like as you go from video to video, like they're all about that. What is that stuff we do in the dark or something like that?
What we do in the shadows.
Yeah. Yeah, what we do in the shadows. The vampire comedy sitcom, basically, that's it's The Office with vampires is kind of what it seems like.
It kind of comes off like that. Like the reason why I thought it was advertising vampire teeth is one of them has like fake glow in the dark vampire teeth in.
You got a vampire grill?
Yep.
Yeah.
In one of the commercials, the guy's got his little minion with him, and they're walking through a store somewhere, and he's like, "I got to get lots of glitter."
What's this show called?
And this,
What we do in the shadows.
and then the little minion's like, "Well, why do you need all this glitter?" And he goes, "I'm gonna rub it all over me, like in
Twilight.
Yeah, he goes, "I gotta rub it all over me, like in Twilight." And then there's a guy that claims that he's they're like energy vampires, and so they'll either kind of like bore you, like lull you to sleep, bore you, sucking up your energy, or they'll enrage you. And he's sitting there in the middle of the office, like just grinding this pencil into this electric pencil sharpener, looking around like, yeah. Fucking, feeding on the whole room. You know, so it was, they've been pretty silly, but like the commercials are silly as hell.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. Like I wound up started. I finished off the Community because they only had 6 seasons of that, and then I still need to go and check out a couple of shows that I've been told that Love Bot or something robot on Netflix.
I told you.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I need to still check that out.
Love
the
sex
missus
robots.
Yeah, the missus hasn't really wanted to check it out because she dived into it a little bit, and she doesn't like the whole ordeal of how it's every episode a new story and a different art style as well.
It's not only every episode. It's like one episode is the story may change on you and the art style may change on you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but it's wild. Like it's
I can get behind
it
that.
is a large series of short stories. So if she's not into it, you need to sit down and start watching it during the day.
That's what I'm gonna have to start doing because as it stands right now, you've seen me. I've been bouncing a lot on different games here and there.
Son's over there just
looking over the show. He's looking over the show. He's wanting to see if it's something he wants to check out now.
Could be. I like stupid shit.
Oh,
yeah,
this is like Drunk History and maybe The Office with vampires. Like it's that you're just like, what
is going on?
Oh, yeah, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, I just watched a little bit of a quick ad or whatever about it. Doesn't look bad. It looks like something I could easily get behind.
Man, I ain't buying a Nissan Armada either. Let's get rid of that.
Get it.
Or this ad.
Get it.
I'll not be interested. Thank you for
Say
closing.
PCparts.com is the only thing you can send me, people. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's talk about games. Yeah. Let's talk about games, man. I'm just like, I don't want to watch this ad anymore. So, pictures. Ad space. I'm still upset with Stephanie Fogel's performance here.
Yeah. Poor
Detroit
utilization.
Become Human. So, artistic achievement. Detroit Become Human. Still haven't played it. I'm sure it's good. There's just so many games that I want to play that I can't play.
Gris.
What's that about?
See, this is why she's supposed to need.
Yeah.
There should be like
Yeah.
links or pictures or.
Let me see what.
And now we got to Google in the middle of your article here. Takes us away from your article.
This is a problem.
And we are only 2 games in.
Mm-hmm.
To the
Yeah.
very first
It's
category.
bothering me, man. I mean, I'm trying to do a show here, you know.
Well, I mean,
Give me some
just for anybody
pictures.
who's looking over this article and is like, oh, I wonder what this is. Now you're going to take yourself away from the article to go do research, which is what her job was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go.
She's like, no, this is the
What
PDA.
The fuck? That's just a list, too.
This is the PDA that they sent over from the BAFTA group. That's all she did. That's her article, is the PDA from the BAFTA group.
Everybody's just doing lists. Just lists.
Okay, maybe we're out of the loop then. Maybe it's a European thing.
Where you lists? Here we go. I'll just go to the damn BAFTA site. This may be getting us somewhere. Look, artistic achievement. I can click. Boom! Detroit Become Human. Hey, there's a picture. It's no picture of Gris though. There we go. There's a picture of Gris. I'm assuming. Because there's God of War. Look at that. Great work. And not really a lot for ads either. I mean, you know, I guess they're the org website. There shouldn't be really ads, but they can make money there, so they're really fucking that up. Spider-Man is also in there for artistic achievement.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play that, dude.
Good-looking game.
It almost makes me want a PS4 just to play that game. But I just bought a Switch. But I thought about a PS4 too, and then I'd have everything. And then the next thing would come out, and I'd have nothing. All right.
The Google box.
Red Dead.
Oh, wait. That's just a controller.
I was about to say, that's just a controller.
And the Return of Obra Dinn. Hey, that's a good picture for Red Dead. The game is pretty, man.
Yeah.
What, Red Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? That's why it got the Artistic Achievement nomination.
And, man, I've just been watching Westworld again, too. And, like,
I've heard that show's really, really good.
it is.
I haven't
says-
gotten a chance to really dive into it, though.
He said, these words are correct, my friend, and you should definitely do something to change that.
Audio achievement. Battlefield 5. Detroit Become Human. God of War. Spider-Man. Red Dead. And Tetris Effect. That's the odd man out there. Tetris Effect, huh?
Tetris Effect, man,
And it
that
says
one
they just show
is
you the title screen.
hilarious. Because it's the Tetris that changes. It's not like the Tetris 99.
What's it do?
While you're playing, you're like it's like VR Tetris.
Oh. Is it actually in a VR headset?
If I'm not
That's
mistaken, I
pretty
think
neat.
it is.
Okay.
That seems pretty neat.
You'll have to.
Manipulate the blocks with my mind. All right.
Can we
Best-
not?
best game. Hey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I still need to finish that fucking game. There's another game that I bought. I bought a bunch of games recently. I got the Division 2 to play, Anthem, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Sekiro, fucking all the Nintendo Switch games I have now. Civ 6. I bought the expansion for that. It's like I got too many games to play. I went on a spree.
It sounds like it.
Damn it.
Well, not for anything. We all thought that we were going to be on freaking Anthem for a good long while, and then, you know,
And I could always
shit
go back
happens.
to Atlas for that matter at some point.
Actually,
Throwing
there's
up the
they're still waiting on the wipe update.
Are they still waiting on that? That was supposed to happen like March 20th, I thought.
I was
mean,
about to say, I thought it already happened.
I don't know. I muted that channel.
Did you?
The Atlas channel.
Got pretty bad, did it?
Why is the chat not?
No, it was always like either Atlas or the Prophet channel. I just muted them both.
Mm.
It was like, because you're talking, I don't want to see what you're talking about.
Astrobot Rescue Mission. Is that just a straight up Sony game? What is Astrobot? Well, let's just take a look at the picture. Okay. Platformer, I'm assuming? Then there's Celeste, which definitely is a platformer. And I know my dude Setzer was saying that it's a really good game.
That's another one that looks like it's going to be one of those PlayStation VR games.
God of War, of course. Red Dead Redemption, of course. The Return of Obra Dinn, of course.
Astrobot, PlayStation VR.
Yeah, okay.
Tetris, PlayStation VR.
Okay. British game. 11/11 Memories Retold. Forza Horizon 4. Red Dead Redemption 2. Whatever. All I know what the room is. Overcooked 2. Overcooked was fun.
Yes, Overcooked
That
was
game
fun.
is that game on the Switch? That would be fun on the Switch with the little Joy-Cons.
Right?
2 Point Hospital. Is it just a hospital sim? Is that what that is?
I would imagine.
Alright. Debut game of 2019. Beat Saber. Beat Saber's fun, man. I can't find one of my freaking sensors for my Rift, dude. I don't know where I put it.
Uh-oh.
I'm missing a whole freaking sensor.
That's no good.
Of course, I was looking for my pair of khaki pants today, and I haven't used those in like a year, and I couldn't find those either.
They're with your they're with your sensor.
Yeah, they're with my sensor and my freaking dress shoes. I had to go to a meeting today, so I wanted to wear my khaki pants with my polo shirt and my dress shoes, and they're just gone.
There's an AI in his room that has utilized the sensor and went to its own job interview using his shoes and khakis.
That's what it is. Didn't go to a job interview. It was
No, it's an AI that did go to its.
Went to a job interview.
Yeah, it went to its own job interview using the sensor and the pants and.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you really need to
nice
start
sensor
looking at
you
what
got
your dog's
there.
doing.
What's your field of view? I think we could use you in the security field. Maybe motion detection. You let us know if someone's coming. He got the job, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It starts on Monday. It's pretty
When's he
good at
moving
motion
out?
Tracking. Bought its own place already.
That's,
Big
no
bonus.
wonder he's not.
Big
You telling me needs to give you? You telling me needs to give you your shoes and pants back at least?
Nah, I stopped and bought new ones. Fuck it, man. I don't know where the fuck they are, dude. I even searched the trunk of my car. Like, maybe they're in my trunk. But they weren't even in my trunk, man.
This
I
is not
literally tore
good.
apart my whole entire house. I could not find my pants and shoes.
This is not
Anyways,
good.
moving on.
All right, so for Beat Saber.
Yeah, I think I can't play it because I'm missing a sensor on my Rift.
Okay.
I digress. Cultist Simulator. Cultist Simulator.
Yeah, it's been flashing up a lot on Steam for me.
What is that? Donut Country. I've seen stuff about that, but never played it.
I'm definitely down for some donuts.
Florence, you brush your teeth and eat toast and jam, it looks like, and she's pregnant. Is that what the blue line means?
Mhm.
I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. Chris. Yoku's Island Express. little pinball game. All right.
Nice.
Evolving game. Destiny. Yeah, you expect to see that. Elite Dangerous. I can see that.
Yep.
Fortnite. Yeah, it's got to be there. Overwatch. Yeah, agree. Sea of Thieves. All of those, I agree. On this one, I feel like all of us know enough about the games in here that. Do you think Fortnite gets it? It's going to be Fortnite, Destiny, or Sea of Thieves, I'm thinking.
Sea of Thieves has made a pretty big comeback, mainly because all the streamers that went over to there here recently. Actually, what, the last month?
Yeah, but I think they're all moving to Grand Theft RP.
I was about to say, I think they're also moving over to RP right now.
They're all, like, if I'm not mistaken, I think all of them are in Grand Theft RP right now. I mean, we're talking from Summit to Andy Milonakis.
Yeah, which those guys were on the whole.
Well, except Andy Milonakis and Zeke are both in Japan right now doing a whole bunch of IRL streams. So.
Okay. So, I don't know. I mean, Fortnite's kind of
wouldn't really
been
say
going
that
downhill.
Fortnite's evolving. Yeah, I wouldn't say that Fortnite
I mean, I know
evolved at all over the course of the year.
Well,
I
If
know
you're
that
talking about the battle royale, or if you want to call it evolving, moving from the Fortnite Save the World to a battle royale, but they're too simple.
No. Their evolution of gaming for what they're talking about here isn't really on that type of level. It's about the content that's been added in game. Fortnite has had so many different events that have changed the map. So it's actually an evolving game.
Yeah, I could see that. All right.
And that's
that I
kinda
could
where they're at
definitely
with
see.
that.
Yeah.
Fortnite's gonna win.
Overwatch.
Then Fortnite will win, because I think I just saw the other day on a commercial whenever I was looking through YouTube videos, they just added another vehicle, I think, some kind of rollerball ordeal.
For the next bit, yeah.
Yeah.
If I knew. So,
I didn't dive into it because I was just like, oh,
do
God
we all
dang it.
think Fortnite's getting it?
I don't know, man. I've got to say the votership that gets put into this. I don't know how the voters are done on this, but Overwatch now being a serious esport, like the Overwatch League, considering the fact that I can turn on like ESPN and watch a tournament.
Yeah.
Like that, you want to talk about a game that evolved to a different platform with becoming a professional entity instead of just a video game. I mean, that's impressive too. And like I said, I don't know how the voting's done, but I know there's a lot of Overwatch teams over that way.
Mm-hmm.
And they have no problem filling up arenas.
Mm-mm.
Did I hear something today or read something today where is it in Philly or somewhere they're building an esports arena from scratch?
Yep, it's in Philly. And they're going
Are they
to build
really?
it. It's going to get put right into the same footprint of all their sports complexes.
Jesus.
It's to hold like 3,000 people, have dedicated like training areas for the teams, and
Yeah, I think it's like 3,800 people or something like that's the arena space they're looking at.
yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's evolution. How about esports for evolving? So your vote then is Overwatch?
I mean, I could lean into Overwatch. Like I said, I don't know how the voting's going. I'm going to say Fortnite just because it's been the one word that everybody's been able to say and kind of be right.
Anytime anyone finds out I play games and they're not a gamer, they're like, oh, do you play that Fortnite? It's like, no.
Yeah, and so but still, that's what most people know. So that's, like I say, according to how the voting populace works for this, I mean, Fortnite's on the tip of everybody's tongue. Everybody knows Fortnite, so.
Yeah. Fortnite.
kind of weird to see Elite Dangerous on that list because that's such a subculture.
It is, and they really haven't changed that much. I actually hopped on there the other day. I mean, they've added a lot of stuff for people that like the exploring part of the game, but other than that,
No Man's Sky's got big changes coming.
yeah, I was reading something about No Man's.
That's a
Looking it
game
up.
that's evolved a lot since it first
Yeah.
came.
I think they're also
Yeah, a
getting
lot of-
ready to, or there's rumor that No Man's Sky is going to come to PSVR.
Yeah, like I
Oh,
said,
really?
That's why I cited a couple of things that was like VR everywhere, because it's just like all these games are coming to VR, and then not only are they coming to VR, but there's like PlayStation VR over the next year is about to get a shit ton of games.
True.
Yeah, and well, and you're getting the, what is it, the Oculus Quest and the Rift S,
Yeah.
where the Rift S is slightly toned down, but I believe the sensors are built into the headset, kind of like the Quest. So you don't have a bunch of USB cables. You don't have the sensors. It's built into the headset. I guess there's. So I listened to an interview with the Oculus guys the other day, where they were talking about that stuff. So looks like VR is coming back for a round 2. Let's see how it goes. They're trying to hit a $4 or $3.99 price point on the new Rift headsets too. I do know that. Family
Cool.
games. Lego, Disney, Pixar's The Incredibles. Nintendo Labo. Overcooked 2, Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu, and Let's Go Eevee, Super Mario Party, Yoku's Island Express.
I'd still really like to get the Switch just for the Lebo.
Yep. Yep, I thought about buying that myself just because that'd be kind of cool to mess around with, but
The Nintendo Labo is another one of those that's taking a shot into the VR spectrum coming up here soon. Their
Yep.
development team is working on doing a Labo VR setup.
yep.
I mean, it's really neat.
I would like to see
Like
that
you
keep
and-
going.
Yeah, we were talking about it whenever it was first coming out, and it seemed like a really, really neat program. Like being able to do, like, you got to create your your
Arts and
devices.
crafts, yeah, arts and crafts at the same time of getting a video game.
Video gameplay. Yeah.
Video game with real world applications.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Alright, game beyond entertainment. So there's going to be a deep narrative, I'm assuming. That's what they're shooting for. Yeah, they're shooting for a story.
Celeste, Florence,
Yeah,
Life is
well, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it just goes outside of... Because the Labo's right there also. Whatever, I don't understand that one. Moving on. Someone else can explain it to me later. I don't care. Game design. Astrobot, Celeste, God of War, Into the Breach.
Minute. And Return of the Oberdin.
Yep. Alright, yeah. Whatever. Game innovation. Astrobot Rescue Mission. I need to look at this game some more, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I'm not buying a PlayStation, but it's piqued my interest to see what you actually do in it since it's up for all these awards. Celeste, Cultist Simulator, Moss, the Labo again.
I'm gonna have to look into Cult of Simulator because I keep seeing it outside of this list, as well as it's now got a couple times it's been mentioned on the list.
Yeah, the title's interesting. Let's just deviate here for a second. Take a quick peek if it'll load.
Ink.
Maybe. There it goes. Seize forbidden treasures, summon alien gods, feed your disciples. It's a game of apocalypse and yearning. Play as a seeker after unholy mysteries in a 1920s themed setting of hidden gods. I don't know why none of this shit's showing up here, and like none of the pictures or anything on Steam are showing up at all.
Yeah, see that.
Let's take a look at GOG and see if I can get something. So it's a card game. That's why it's popping up, though. Looking like it's some kind of card game.
Yeah, that it does.
So that's why it's popping up for you. You might want to check that out. I know you like your card games.
I do.
Adventure,
I definitely.
role-playing, horror.
I've been thinking about picking up that game for the phones, Elder Scrolls, that card game for that.
Oh, Elder Scrolls Legends.
I've been thinking about downloading that and trying it out.
I already have it.
Is it pretty fun?
It's another card game if you like card games.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it out.
Too, but I don't. Really
It's a
get too into
Skyrim
card games.
Yeah, it's a Skyrim themed card game. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably download
the
it.
story
after
mode
this.
for it's pretty interesting. You know, it goes through just like a Skyrim story where you're just like, all right, so this lowly little guy coming into the game, you pick a character type to start with, and you
Is it kinda
you fight your way through shit, basically.
So is it kind of like almost? Is it like gyms or is it like?
No, it's like Magic.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I could get that behind that.
Mobile games, huh?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the new stuff for
Odyssey.
Hearthstone to come out too.
I've been seeing a lot of D&D starting to pop up too more lately.
There's a tabletop community that's not doing D&D as much as they're doing these other games but that's the genre that they have to be in on Twitch. Twitch doesn't have like tabletop games. They if you're going to be doing something that is a tabletop style of game, D&D is the category that they lump everybody into.
Okay. I was just like, what the heck? D&D making a comeback. Look at you.
I mean, there's still a large grouping of players out there that are still all about it. So,
you watch Big Bang Theory still or no?
My girl is the one that really watches it. I catch it, and
they did a funny little ordeal of a D&D show pretty much, and it had a lot of famous actors, like the guy that played Kirk back in the day. Can't remember his damn name off the top of my head right now. Like the original Captain Kirk.
William Shatner.
Yeah, William Shatner. They had him playing D&D and everything and still doing the whole Trekkie thing. I was just getting a kick out of it in that episode. I was like, wow. Only if you were like that in real life. I've heard a lot of
multiplayer. It's an interesting set of games that they've got selected in that multiplayer. I've played A Way Out. And it's pretty intense for like.
Isn't that Prison Break game?
Yep, and it's you and your buddy. Well, he ain't your buddy until you meet in prison, but all of a sudden it's you and him getting the hell out of there, and it plays like Alcatraz the movie. I mean, you're doing everything to get yourself lined up, set up to get out, and then you get out, and you gotta escape from the motherfuckers that are trying to chase you down since you got out, but it's all about you and your buddy. It was good. I enjoyed it. Me and Webb played that one.
Yeah, one of my friends tried to get me to play it. He was like, "Oh, I can get you the game." And I guess they fixed the way that you could originally get it back in the day. But
No, it
I was
was
like, I ain't got the
you
money
get the
to
game and
spend
you
that
can
much
give
money.
it. You could get the game and give it to a friend.
Apparently, you can't. He tried to do it and wouldn't give it to me.
Huh. Weird. But yeah, putting
Yeah.
a way out. I mean, with his graphic, like that game was really good the whole way around. Involved a lot of cooperation, everything like that. I'm surprised to see Battlefield on the list.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised Overcooked's on there, to be honest with you.
I don't know, man. That game's silly fun. Like Overcooked is silly fun for a multiplayer game where everybody sits and does that. You know, so
yeah, and you can couch co-op it. So
yeah.
That's the only time I played the original Overcooked was me and Buddy sitting around. But I just feel like there was probably a better multiplayer game out there.
Than that.
I don't know. I mean, with having Smash Brothers and Mario Party on the list too, I mean, it kind of makes sense to have Overcooked there.
I guess maybe those are very popular in the UK. This is the
Could
UK
be.
Awards. So there's that. What would you guys say out of all of these is gonna? It's not what, in your opinion, like would win or should win. Should be what you think is going to actually win.
It's either going to be Smash Bros. Or A Way Out.
I would say Smash Bros.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
Just because everybody, like if you have a party at the house or anything else like that, and you got Smash Bros. It's just like back in the day whenever we were growing up, and you went over to somebody's house and they had Smash Bros. Everybody was playing that and having a good time. It's still like that with this Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, that game hasn't lost anything. So
Music.
I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about Way Out, and I would love to play it. Like I said, unfortunately, I just can't. But like, I've heard nothing but good about The Way Out. But I feel like Smash Bros. Would win.
So, looking over this music list, there's something I'm surprised is missing.
what's that?
There's no Red Dead.
He's
on
gonna
this
say.
list.
I was about to say he's gonna say Red Dead, bro.
There's no Red Dead on this list. The music in Red Dead was great.
Yeah, and they did win
But
an award for it.
Before Far Cry 5 is in there. I don't like this list. Moving on.
This list is officially now no good.
Yep.
We are not even going
That
to
whole
think
list
about
is-
this one.
That whole list is invalid. Even if Red Dead didn't win, it should have been on there. So I'm canceling that category. I just have to contact the BAFTA folks and let them know.
Yeah, because we're not biased
Don't-
at all. Let
don't
me tell
expect
you.
to see that, folks. I've got pull like that. Speaking of pull,
Whose leg you got hold of?
Oh
it's a
man.
narrative. Florence Frostpunk. See, but that's a game I want to check out. Frostpunk. And it's
I
on
wanna
my
see
wish
that.
list.
I want to play Cyberpunk.
Yeah, 2077. I'll be
Yeah.
to play that when that comes out. God of War, Spider-Man, I expect to see those. Red Dead, I expect to see that. Return of the Obra, all of those I pretty much expected to see there. I didn't expect to see Frostpunk, but I don't know too much about it other than I've seen a few overviews and it makes me want to play it. And it's got
Right.
good, and it's got good reviews, and it's that RTS style game that I could enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
The best OP. Dead Cells.
It's a fun game. Dead Cells 2 is out now, right?
I think so.
coming soon.
Oh.
I don't know if it's out yet or not.
Florence again, where people brush their teeth and do pregnancy tests. If you don't brush your teeth well, she's pregnant. If
That
you brush your
is
teeth really good, she's not pregnant. That's how it works.
that is a problem.
There's your lesson for the day, kids. Brush your teeth really well, or someone's getting pregnant. It's science. I'm not the one who did the research. I'm just the one spreading the news.
Right?
Into the Breach. Moss. Return of the Oberdin. Subnautica. Boy played the crap out of that game. And I'd like to play it in VR.
No, yeah?
I think my only problem would be the fact that I'd be underwater in VR.
Yeah.
And I think that would bother me, like if I was in VR and like started drowning type of situation.
Oh.
I think that could really mess with me. But
Yeah.
I kind of want to test it out to see, because I mean, like, you're actually going to be like, if it's motion controls, are you actually like trying to swim your happy ass up to the top?
Yeah, because that could.
Seeing is things going black, and you got a good headset on.
You're in it, gurgling and all that shit.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a thing in that game, but I want to find out.
Yeah, that could really fuck with some shit.
Best performer. Christopher Judge as Kratos. Danielle Besuti as Freya. Jeremy Davies as the Stranger. Jesus. Santhi Mahut as Cassandra in Sparta in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan. And Sonny Soljic as Atreus in God of War.
Man, God of War is hitting that title hard, ain't they?
Yeah, no kidding. It's like, quick, think of somebody we can throw in here so it's not all God of War. I think that one has like the most people nominated too. Like the most nominations.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, that's exactly what they're like. All right, who can we throw in here that's not from God of War? Well, congrats to God of War people for winning.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and early
Whichever one of y'all.
Okay, let's pick which God of War person's gonna win.
It's Kratos.
It's
Kratos, yeah. Yeah, Kratos.
I kind of like Sonny Soljic because I just like the name. I've never played God of War, but I like the name Sonny Soljic.
There you
So
go.
I'm gonna go with
You
him
heard it
just
here
to be-
first.
Just to be the different one. EE Mobile Game of the Year, voted for by the public. Brawl Stars. Clash Royale, that's still a thing?
Yeah, man.
Fuck, dude, that game took money of mine that I'll never get back.
Dead Cell 2 has not hit the floor yet, and they still haven't even released a release date for it yet.
Yeah, I already checked that out.
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
School RuneScape.
Yep.
Pokemon Go. Roblox.
Kind of interesting to see Roblox anywhere after
I was
all
about-
the after all the 2018 up in arms shit it went through.
That's what I was just thinking too. I was like, how is that even on that list right now?
What happened with Roblox? I know the boy played it.
Remember, there was
We did a whole segment on it for
an hour? Yeah, I think we'd had a big old section of the show about how they were violating children inside the game.
Yeah.
How drunk was I?
I don't know in that one.
Was I even
That
there
episode,
at
I'm not.
show?
Oh,
That
man.
episode, I'm not. Yeah, you were there. You had some inputs into it,
I'm
but I
sure
don't
I
remember
did.
how drunk you were in that episode.
I mean,
But yeah, we definitely did a segment on that. Yeah, I don't know how Roblox made it up after all that heat that they got from all that noise.
Supposedly they strapped that game right on down real quick too and addressed all those issues. So that's
Which is good.
That's probably how they got to do that. But
Do you think Fortnite takes this category or Pokemon Go?
oh, that's a Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite, because it's the biggest. It's new on them right now.
Ain't nobody but grown-ups playing Pokemon Go, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
or
was
Crash.
telling me he wanted that Pokemon game for the Switch.
Dude, it's pretty neat. Especially, like, I went over to the Mrs. Brother's house, and they have it over there, and it's pretty neat how it swaps back and forth from the phone game to the actual console. It's really neat, and especially if you have your phone, you can help catch whatever you're pretty much fishing for at that moment in time.
We got 7 minutes.
Yeah, we do.
Minimums and fees seem to be the foundation
Oh,
of your
no.
typical
There's an ad
bank.
that's been sound.
Capital One is anything but typical. That's why we designed savings and checking.
What the hell, man? They got sound in my ads? Now I got an ad for a Chrome browser. Dude, I'm using it already. So I
We
wanted
see you
I wanted to
using
touch
this.
on this Article 13. Memes, GIFs, and snippets are protected. You can copyright your memes now
Uh-huh.
in the UK.
I feel like that's kind of dumb.
Oh,
So-
this.
Yeah. What are the ramifications, Thump? Did you do your research?
I mean, I've done a little bit on like it. It's really muddying the liberties of like fair use. Like if there's so much stuff that they're going to analyze about any product that you're putting out there that we think we're just starting to have issues with copy strikes, it's about to get real bad.
Okay, so a
Yeah.
second section of the directive, Article 11, says search engines and news aggregators will be charged to display snippets of news they're linking to.
Yep.
That will be another source. So, Google said back in January it's going to pull its news service from Europe.
Yep.
Wow. Sharing copyrighted content must get permission from rights. So, yeah, it's definitely fucks with fair use.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, dude. That's garbage. Whatever, police state.
Yeah, that's kind of how it's being looked at. It was kind of surprising to a lot of the populace that it passed with the votes that it did. Because
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised.
It went out today or yesterday about what the actual numbers on the passing of the vote was. But yeah, it's rough.
Developing a platform with EU users that involves sharing links or content faces great uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
So did you ever wonder if you would live to see like the end of the world whenever you were growing up? Did you ever wonder if you would, live long enough to see it?
I mean, there's probably a couple of times that I've thought it was definitely happening, but
Hey, I want that.
I feel like we're getting there.
I could see a lot of really crazy fights popping off places, but nothing to the degree of world ending yet.
Like, we're getting there, dude. We're getting there now.
I just see a bunch of people getting really mad and telling their governments all to fuck off. I don't necessarily see like those countries wanting to get at it with each other. So I don't see it end of the world. Like, I just see it as people getting sick and tired of all their individual little places fucking with them.
Yeah, getting tired of big.
Yeah.
Getting tired of governments.
Big brother always
That
gotta
don't-
stick their nose where it doesn't belong.
They don't have the cares or concerns of the people in mind any longer.
Yeah, and I think that's not the end of the world. I think that just kind of comes into it's another shift in the way things work. Because this seems to be heavy enough that if this starts to get applied, if you start to see this same kind of legislation applied in the United States, the backlash is going to be even bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started down that road. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, it's just like, what is it? Elizabeth Warren's trying to pull all her stuff. I mean, the CEO of Google, he's already said they're going to go in and talk to the government finally. So yeah, there's a lot of conversation that's being had all over the place there. So yeah, it makes for some real interesting.
Is that an REM song? It's the end of the world as we know it.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I feel fine.
Yep.
I'm gonna be
Man, we are old. Like, that's like we are so old.
Oh yeah, man.
That's right.
It's a wonderful thing.
It's getting close to time.
As soon as you said that, like, mentioned that, I just the song just started playing in my head while Thump's over here singing it. I'm like, God dang it, we are so old. Like, we were all alive and like jamming to that song whenever it first came out. God damn it.
What kind of time we got left on Radio Land, Thump?
42 seconds.
All right.
Counting down to the
Any
seconds.
listeners over there this evening?
They've been in and out like usual.
Well, thanks for listening, motherfuckers. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Always, thank you for listening.
Yeah, the site it's interesting to see, like, the site gets a lot of hits on the back end of the re-listens.
Does it?
It's 2 hours long. I know some people I know watch it later.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like our YouTube page.
Everybody that I know on my
Bye,
yeah,
Radio
everybody that I know on my end. See ya.
Video.
Everybody on my end pretty much watch it later on because they only got like a few minutes or they're at work or what have you, and then they're like,
So
"Oh,
you
we're
can check us out. Just make sure to, share us.
Check
if
us
you like
out.
it, and
yeah." I'm always like, "Yo, like, favorite, and subscribe."
and all that bull crap.
Mm-hmm.
If you like what we're doing, help us grow.
Like right now, we got 5 watchers on the Ubes.
Yep. Unfortunately, though, gentlemen, I've got to be up early for work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
So
Friday, I got a daughter, father, daddy, or daughter, father dance.
I was
Friday.
like, what are you doing with daddies?
Yeah, daddy dance.
Daddy.
Yeah, I
Got
gotta
a
go
little
to a
daddy
dance.
Got a little daddy dance he's gonna be doing Friday. Y'all heard it
Just
here.
Drink beer and mow the yard with a neighbor or something.
Yeah, and just dance while I'm doing it, bruh.
Ass piss. Ass piss. You know what I'm talking about there? The Chappelle Show where the two.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
It's been fun out there, YouTubes and Facebookers, man. We
Yep.
appreciate it. Everybody coming in, checking us out, hanging out.
It's always fun.
yep. Bye, Facebooks. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
And bye, YouTubes. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next Wednesday.
Later.